10. Which of the following nuclei lie within the band of stability? And then we have argon-40. Okay, so is argon-40 a stable or unstable isotope, right? If it's stable, it will be in the band of stability, which is basically this diagram right here. Now, let's see. Now, we know that argon is Ar, right? And let's just write, argon-40 into nuclide notation, where you have one number on the top and then another number on the bottom. Now, this 40, right, whenever they say an element and then a number, this number always represents the atomic mass. Now, the atomic mass is the mass of the nucleus, which includes the number of protons and the number of neutrons. So we got protons and neutrons over here. But if we want to find out the stability of argon-40, we need to know specifically how many of these 40 subatomic particles are protons and how many of them are neutrons. All we know is that the total is 40, and the 40 goes up on the top here. Now, generally speaking, there is the number on the bottom, right? And what is that number? Well, the number on the bottom, or the lower number, is always going to be the atomic number. And remember that the atomic number is always just the number of protons. Now, it's cool because, it's cool because every single element has its own unique and different atomic number. So no two elements will have the same atomic number. But we got to go to that periodic table to find out what argon's is. So I have one in front of me. Do you have one in front of you? Let's look at it and see what argon's number is. And it's always going to be the whole number. So in this case, it's number 18. Oh, yeah. Okay, so right off the bat, we know that we have 18 protons. But now the question is, well, how many neutrons do we have? Well, we have to do a little subtraction, because if the 40 is protons and neutrons, and the 18 is just the protons, I can take 40 and minus by 18 and get my number of neutrons. So let's see, 40 minus 18, what do we got? We got 22? 22, I think, right? If we add 18 plus 22, do we get 40? That's a 10. Yep, there you go. So 22 neutrons. Okay. Now there's a couple of tricks to find out if something is stable or not by knowing your magic numbers. There's only 7 of them. And if you have, of course there's always going to be exceptions, but if you have a proton or a neutron or both numbers being a magic number, then your molecule or your isotope is going to be stable. But I'm looking on my magic numbers, right, and I don't see a number 18. I see a 28, but not an 18. And I see a 22. Those two numbers aren't included in the magic numbers. But that's okay, because if they're not a magic number, then you have to go to your band of stability graph. And this is how you read it. The stable isotopes are all the ones that are in blue. So there's very few stable isotopes out there. The green ones are all the isotopes that are unstable. So there's a lot of unstable, atoms out in this world. But we want to find out if argon-40 is stable. So we just got to track the number of protons and the number of neutrons. Now this graph is a little bit hard to read because they don't give you ticks in between, your 50, 60, 60, 70. But just know that on both axes, they're going up by 2. So let's see. I'm going to track where your 18 protons are. So I'm going to go roughly to 20. But now I'm going backwards. So here's 20. And 18 is right here. This one was 20. And if you need help, I think you could zoom in on YouTube. So here's number 20. This is 18. Now it seems like 18 is stable over here. And it's right up from 20. That's a 22er, right? Here's the 20 line. So this one has got to be 22. So it does check out with a blue dot, or a blue line on the band of stability. So if it is, that means that it's a yes. Basically, if it's in the band of stability, you cannot be in the green. You want to be in the blue section, small blue section. But in this case, yes, it is. It is within the band of stability, and argon-40 is very, very, very stable. And I hope this helped. Let me know in the comments. Thank you so much for viewing the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't already. We also opened up memberships for this school semester. So if you want to become a member to the channel, help us out even more. Thank you so much for that. And I look forward to helping you in this new semester coming up, this new school year. Let's rock it. All right. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.